Would it be better to hold them accountable rather? Right? Because I think the world is holding them accountable personally. And these are sizable books. They're minimum 200 pages. You can download them absolutely for free by simply going to, for example, this one, you just go to getmymarriageback.com, smartrealestatewholesaling.com, realestatemoneysecrets.com. So yes, I am a 3 times author, and those books are out there for your consumption, and they are also available everywhere on Amazon, anywhere that you pick up books. So in case you prefer a physical book like that. 10th question. Did Chris take that smacking like a G or like a punk? I think he took it like a G. It was extremely professional. I really have to give it up to Chris, you know? Again, another thing that you don't realize is that 2 things can be right at the same time. You always think, welcome back, babe. You always think one thing has to be right over the other. That's where you mess up. That's where you fuck up in life. Right? That's where you fuck up in life. Let's read a few more comments, right? Victory laughed. Will Smith was laughing. Okay, we got that part already. Will Smith could have addressed Chris when he went to get his Oscar instead of slapping him. That's weak. It was weak for him as a man, not necessarily weak when it comes to protecting his family. I think he has the right to protect his family, right? Maybe not right. I think you should expect that a grown man may decide to get out of character and protect his family. Expect that when you're running your mouth. You know, my 2 sons came to me and they saw this story and they said, and I said, well, what do you think is right? And my sons were like, no, I'm on the side of Will Smith. My 2 sons said that. And I said, so you think you have the right to smack people because they had a word? Because they said something? I was like, no, you're not allowed to do that. You don't have the right to do that. If you need to, you need to roast them too. So that's the right and wrong. That's what I teach teenagers, right? But as they continue to grow up, I also have to teach them how to nurture their relationships and how to understand power dynamics, because this life will shut you down regardless of how right you are, especially as a man, right? Especially when we're talking about romantic context here, right? It's not about how right you are. It's about how powerful you are. It's about your ability to manage, nurture your relationships, manage your expectations, give the people in your world the freedom to express their expectations without feeling like you have to cater to those expectations, understanding your resources, understanding how to manage your resources, time, energy, money, right? That's what life is about. Life is not about how right you are. You and I can be right all day long. That's where people fail, right? And he says, no, he switched because his wife gave him the look. Again, regardless, it's irrelevant. If your wife gave you a look that made you feel the pain she's feeling, why are you stuck on how another man moves with regards to his wife? I don't understand. Why are you so caught up in that? Why? Again, any one of us can lose our shit and get out of character because we get caught up in our emotions. We don't get to judge. We can point it out like I just pointed out. They fucked up once. The red table. Now keep that shit to yourself. The world don't need to know. Fuck the world. People are weird on the internet. They will drag you with your shit. Right? Second time. Yesterday, not because of Jada, not because of Academy or any of this bullshit. Because of his brand as a man. Your name is everything. As a Nigerian, where we're from, our name is everything. Right? Yoruba people say, Oruko rere san ju wura lo. That means a good name is better than gold. So because of that, I'm not gonna, because somebody's running their mouth, lose my shit. But I could, because I'm human. But anytime I'm able to, I have to protect myself, protect my brand by not getting out of character. Not because some morons want to call me a simp. Fuck all the people that want to call me a simp. And I think he's doing that. And I think he's been doing that. But yesterday he lost his shit like any other human being would. Right? Let me read one more comment, then we'll go back to the questions. Black America is falling. We need stronger people to look up. Will Smith is not a good role model for black people. What do you mean by that? I don't understand. Why? Because he failed twice? He had 2 failing moments. He's had an overall beautiful life. I mean, what results are you gauging these things with? Because a lot of people are talking out of their ass, not you in particular, but I'm sure you heard that from somewhere, right? A lot of people are talking out of their ass, but again, what results, what moral standard? Let's get back to the question. I think I have that question in there somewhere. What moral standard are you gauging that on? Right? His kids, his family, the way he raised, or the fact that he has a nuclear family that he's actively trying to protect? What are you measuring that on? I'm curious. Tell me, share something. I'm missing something here because I don't have enough information to say he couldn't be a good role model. Not perfect role model, but a role model nonetheless, right? But hey, maybe I could be wrong. Let's see. Let's keep going here. I'm sure you guys will call my shit out in a second. Let's see. If you were Chris, what would you do? What would you do? Right? Would you punch back? Would you fight back? Or you would do the honorable thing, which is exactly what he did. Right? If you started fighting yesterday, right? See, sometimes in life, I say this about marriage, but also with friends and colleagues, right? If you decided to basically reciprocate that same energy, it will be completely chaos, right? But sometimes your friend needs you. Sometimes your colleague needs you to be in your square, even if they're acting a fool. So who's to say Will Smith couldn't fail, right? Or suddenly when he fails. So you're the same people that would judge the cancel culture, but you're very quick to judge people when they go out of character, right? Are you paying attention to what I'm saying there? Was that a snuck bitch slap? I think it was. I would do it again, but I don't think it really was because it was facing him, right? It was. A lot of people feel like he wasn't expecting the punch. I mean, if somebody's facing me and they're coming to me and I just say shit about their wife, anything can go down, right? 13. Would you back your joke up with some hands or just more mouth? Right? That was a question that went through my mind. Does this make Jada a dishonorable wife? I see a lot of people throwing that word around. What do you mean by dishonorable wife? Because she made mistakes in the past? Because she has trauma from her childhood? Right? Because she's acted like a chick for the street once upon a time in her life? Or that makes her a dishonorable wife? What are you measuring against exactly? You're measuring against people that have divorced or people that stayed in their marriage? This is the confusing part for the society, not even me. This is why all the marriages are failing, because again, every time somebody makes a mistake, you're quick to say they're not a good role model. You're extreme. I'm not saying she's a good role model, but why are you so quick to cast people away? Right? Would it be better to hold them accountable rather? Right? Because I think the world is holding them accountable personally.